to another junior algebra video. We're talking algebraic powers still, and we are going to do our second video on rule number 2. Right, we're getting a little harder. So here's example 1. Let's simplify this expression. 10 times d to the power of 7, all divided by 5 times d cubed. Right, well on the top we have 10 times d to the power of 7, which is 10 times d times d times d times d times d times d times d. I think I got all the d's. And we're dividing that all by, on the bottom, 5 times d cubed, which is 5 times d times d times d. Right, well let's start with the coefficients, the numbers. We can simplify them by going 10 divided by 5, which is 2. Now let's look at the d's as a variable of d. So we can cancel. We talked about that in the last video. Any number divided by itself cancels to 1. So one d on the top will cancel with the d on the bottom. Another d on the top will cancel with the d on the bottom. And another d will cancel with the d on the bottom. So that leaves us with d times d times d times d, which is d to the power of 4. So our answer is 2 times d to the power of 4. Right, well let's see if you figure out a way to do that without that long way we just showed you. So what we did was we divided the coefficients. 10 divided by 5 gave us 2. So we divide the numbers, but we don't divide the powers, we subtract them. That's the rule we learned in the last video. We subtract the powers by going 7 minus 3 is 4. Right, let's see if you can put that into practice. Here we go. Simplify 20 times x to the power of 5 divided by 4x cubed. Right, so we're going to divide the powers. 20 divided by 4 gives us 5. The new coefficient is 5. But we don't divide the powers, we subtract the powers. 5 minus 3 is 2, so we have x to the power of 2. So our answer is 5x squared. All right, here's a little tricky one. Example 3, simplify 20 times c to the power of 7 divided by 15 times c to the power of 4. If we try and divide our coefficients, 20 divided by 15, it's not going to give us a whole number. It's going to give us a decimal. And we try to avoid decimals in algebra if we can. So it's not the best way to do that. So let's do it another way by simplifying the fraction. We're going to divide the top and the bottom by the same number. And in this example, we're going to divide them both by 5. So 20 divided 5 gives 4, and 15 divided 5 gives 3. So we can simplify 20 over 15 down to the fraction of 4/3. Now let's do our little subtract rule with the powers. 7 minus 4 is 3, so we're left with c to the power of 3. So our answer is written as 4/3 times c to the power of 3. Now that's a perfectly acceptable answer, but I'm going to show you another answer, and I can see if you can figure out how I got the other answer, and that is 4c cubed, or 4 times c to the power of 3, all divided by 3. Basically, it's the same thing as our first answer, but I've put the c cubed up on top of the fraction with the 4. Both of those are equivalent, they're equal, they're fine, and whatever one you're more confident with is okay. All right, thanks very much for watching.